Okay, welcome back to Straight Shooters, man. I know it's been a while, and we've been on hiatus after basketball season ended. The finals, covered the draft, and after that, there was the Olympics, which the games come on at odd times during the Olympics, so we really didn't get a chance to cover that with our work schedules and stuff like that. You know, um, she's also you've been changing jobs, so new work schedule. Before we knew it, um, it was late August. Kids gotta go back to school. Had to handle that, get that situated. What else? WNBA, we was gonna cover that. They went on hiatus for the Olympics. Now they've been back for a couple weeks, so we could jump back in on that. But today, we about to start something that I've been talking with Sheet about for a minute now, and that's getting in on football, because that's my second love. So, got a game coming on tonight. It's Thursday night. Bills versus Dolphins. I'm gonna be all in on that. Should be a hell of a game. Probably do a game analysis on that. I'm mad I missed out on doing analysis on the Ravens and the Chiefs, and then that Friday night game between the Eagles and Packers. Both those games was good. It's a little late for me to do analysis on that. The vibe is passed by, so we're gonna let that rock. In fact, we're gonna let all that week one stuff rock, because I wanted to do a power rankings, but now that week one is over, we got a chance to look at all the teams, and boy, oh boy, I'm a Panthers fan, and things are looking terrible. I mean, I thought for our additions in the offseason, especially to the offensive line, and we drafted a receiver. We picked up a decent receiver. I thought we was going to be able to at least compete. We got spanked. So, it's going to be a long season. Hopefully, the next game, they show me something, anything. Please, a glimmer of hope. But in the meantime, we got the Eagles up here since we up here in Philly. So I guess I'll root for the home team on the side, while my Panthers try to get their shit together. But speaking of that, that's a perfect segue into one of the little segments I've been wanting to do. So do a nice, light, quick power rankings going in from week one, into week one, going into week two. So obviously, Panthers was a perfect segue into these power rankings, because trash ass team comes in at 32, dead last. Next, I'm gonna just kind of run through some of these teams at the bottom. The Giants got wrecked as expected. The Raiders, not good. The Titans, I don't know what happened. They had the game, then they decided they didn't want to win. They let the Bears defense do their thing and get them a win. The Commanders getting blown out by the Bucks. Another trash team. Broncos, they put up a decent enough fight, I guess. 26. Yeah, we're up to 26 now. We had the Bears. 25. The Browns, even though in a loss to Dallas, they got spanked. But I still had high hopes for them going into the season, based off of last year. So I'm going to give them a little bit of a second chance and not put them all the way at the bottom. 24th, we have the Bengals. I don't know. But, the Bengals start off slow every year anyway. So maybe that's just, par for the course for them. 23, the Packers. I would have the Packers higher, but Jordan Love did get hurt towards the end of that game. And he might be out 4 to 6 weeks. We don't know yet. And with him hurt, that drops their power down in this power rankings. Not so much the loss itself, because they lost to a good team. Next, 22, we have the Falcons. Another, team that's kind of on the rise, but in the middle. I mean, it was a hard-fought game. They just couldn't punch it in against the Steelers. So, 22 seems about the right spot for them. I mean, we talking about teams that's 0-1. They did lose, so. The Vikings, you don't get no credit for that. Well, I should say you don't get that much credit for stomping on the Giants. The Patriots beat the Bengals, just mentioned them. The Steelers just beat the Falcons, just mentioned them. The Chargers, we're at 18 now. The Chargers, who they play? Oh, was that the Broncos? I don't know. It don't matter. It was a weak win. No, the Seahawks beat the Broncos. The Chargers beat somebody else. Oh, they beat the Raiders. That's it. Where my mind at? Speaking of which, Seahawks 17, Jaguars, tough game against the Dolphins. They had them in the bag, and they kind of let that one slip through their fingers. 15, the Colts, hard-fought loss, man, against the Texans. I think the Colts are going to be one of those teams that give everybody a run, a scare. So teams in the AFC better watch out for the Colts. 14, the Cardinals. They had the Bills, man. They had them. Again, it's another one of those cases that team had them. They was up on them early, and then the game just flipped on them, man. They didn't know how to recover. 13, we had the Jets. Now, I probably should have slid the Jets further back because they look pathetic. You know, I expected more out of them. But it is what it is. And I'm going to just leave them right there for right now. I'm going to give them a second chance. 12th, we have the Rams. Now, that Rams-Lions game, that was tough. Now, I think Nakua is injured. I don't know if he's going to be able to play this next game coming up. And I don't know how long he's out for. So that's something to look at for them. See if they have somebody that can really step it up in his place. Or if they actually go to the running game more, which I doubt. They're not really that type of team. They love to pass it. But they showed me a lot. You know, they showed me that they will be in the mix. And they might be a little bit of a challenge for the 49ers if the 49ers slip up somewhere along the season. 11, we have the Saints. 10, we have the Bucks. They just up there because they won. 9, we have the Texans. 8, we have the Dolphins. 7, we have the Bills. 6, we have the Ravens. Now, I know the Ravens are 0-1, and the Bills, Dolphins, and Texans are all 1-0. I know. But this ain't just the standings. This is my power rankings. So, the Ravens did look like... Excuse me, somebody must be coming in. The Ravens played the champs and lost by an inch. That's the real deal. And it ain't like the Ravens can't compete with any of these teams that I just named. So, we're going to leave the Ravens at 6. If they lose again, they're going to drop precipitously. But, till then, I'm going to leave them in the top 6. Eagles 5, Cowboys 4, Lions 3, Niners 2, and the champs still at the top, number 1. All right, that's the weekly power rankings brought to you by Straight Shooters. Your boy Sid. I'm out. Peace.